What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Scevoli X-Force show, guys. I have a very special guest. I know you guys just love seeing me on this camera thing because I've been doing interviews back to back to back. It's too much work, you know. I'm getting exhausted talking to people. That's why this is their show, not mine. I just call it my show just to put my name on it. And we have a very special goldfish. You know, goldfish.
Dare you? I am not a goldfish.
We have a Hungarian god in here, the house today, not a Greek. Don't in the comments. You could people saying Greek. We're coming for you. We will find you and feed you goldfish. Don't play with us.
Don't get it
Kristian.
twisted. Yeah.
Kristian. Say it.
Eros.
Eros. There we go.
Yeah.
The Hungarian god. I couldn't get it. Couldn't do it.
It's okay. It's 4 letters. It's really hard.
I know
totally
it is.
understand.
It's like cat and dog. Like who says that these days? I don't know.
Nobody, because I say kitten and doggy.
Yeah, like that's the way we do it. Yeah.
It's so much easier.
It really is. It really is. But
Yeah.
Kristian, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing fine. I'm okay. Look, things have been... No, I'm doing great, man. Thank you so much for asking. How are you?
I'm still kicking.
Good.
Yeah.
Man.
If I stop kicking, that's a problem. You know, if you see me like the Titanic, like just be like, all right, he gave up, he's done.
But it does get awkward in like when you're in a playground and you're just like kicking kids all over the place. It's really awkward. But
I want to punch. I don't even kick the kids. I punch them in the throat, right in the jugular.
Got you.
Just
Kicking
one
and
shot.
punching.
Yeah, no kicking, because then that leaves a bruise. Like punching in the throat, like it doesn't really leave a bruise or anything. It just makes them choke a little, and then they get over it. You know,
Cool.
a kick, you leave like a bruise. Oh my God, what happened, sweetheart? At camp or school? And no, Chris kicked me, but if I punch them in the throat, they'll have no evidence of that, you know?
Yeah, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't use this video as evidence.
No, we won't.
Don't come after
This
us.
video has nothing to do with crime against humanity. Nope.
Yeah, this is all hypothetical scenarios.
You
No
know,
children were harmed in the
no
making.
goldfish, no goldfish. We're harmed.
How dare you?
But Kristian, my first question, I want to thank you for coming on the show first.
Okay,
Thank
it's a weird
you.
question, but you're very welcome.
I know this is a weird first question. I'm sorry. I apologize for my actions. But thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate you and your time. You played Sir Warp in in Dragon Ball Dynama. Like you really killed that role. I know you in some other roles in the anime world, but I really love you as Sir Warp because Dragon Ball. Growing up as a kid, I loved it. That's my favorite anime. No one will like top Dragon Ball. Like when people go, "Oh, you watch Dragon Ball?" I watch Demon Slayer, but I'm like, well, I'm not a big fan of Demon Slayer, you know. But Dragon Ball was like, to me, like growing up, you didn't have Demon Slayer. You know, when I was like 12 or 11 or 10, you had Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I watched Dynama when it came out in the English dub, because the Japanese dub I really don't watch.
Sure.
I'm not a fan of that. But when it came out, it was amazing. Like it brought back, I feel like the nostalgia of like Dragon Ball Z Kai and Dragon Ball. Like it brought back that, and seeing everybody return, Stephanie coming back, the Goat, you as Sir Warp, Nia playing. I love the minis. Like all the new characters, I really love. Even King Goma, I really loved. I think he was a great Tom. I'm gonna get his last name wrong again. Lafon, something like that.
I've never heard him say it before, so I'm not sure how to pronounce Tom's name.
Oh,
very, very nice guy, but yeah, we did not compare last name pronunciations.
But he killed it as King Goma. Like, Landon McDonald killed it as Degasu. Like, oh my God, like, bravo.
Yeah,
bravo.
It's a stacked cast for sure.
It is.
Like
it's amazing. Like I love every minute of Dynamo. I really hope they come back for a season 2, because we haven't seen the ratings for Dragon Ball Dynamo or Dragon Ball since like Dragon Ball, probably like Pokemon, really, because you guys got nominated for all these awards and everything like that. So I never seen, like, no offense, but Dragon Ball Super get nominated. You know, I never seen any of that happening.
Super's kind of funny because there was just such a gap between the release of it and then the dub of it, right?
Correct,
and so I think that really messed with its momentum.
Yeah,
you know, love it or hate it. I know people are pretty diverse on their opinions on it, which is cool and great, but I do think that kind of killed its momentum.
Yeah, and then with Dynamite, it just came out not all out at once, but when the Japanese version kind of ended, Dragon Ball Dynamite was probably on episode 10, maybe 12, maybe it was before. Yeah, so it was coming out right when the Japanese sub was coming out too.
Sure, yeah.
I think they were very close.
Yeah.
But how did you get the role of Sir?
Oh gosh, so many goats. Circles, salt. No. How did I get the role? I auditioned for it, so you
knew Dragon Ball was having a series, or they renamed like the project.
I got an email saying secret project or something like that. There was no code name, but there was not a name for the series.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't know until I showed up, because again, in the realm of voiceover, we don't really do in-person auditions anymore. We used to, but since the pandemic, it's not really a thing. So everybody has their own home studio, like how I have mine set up here, and we all just record from home, send it in, and bada bing. For this, though, I was called in.
Okay.
And yeah, so I was called in. It was said, "Hey, secret." And when I showed up, even reception was like, "Oh, you're not on the schedule." And generally speaking, if you're not on the schedule, they don't want to let you in the building, for various reasons. And so I was like, "Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Like, I have an audition. It's a secret." They're like, "Oh, okay, cool. You're good." But like, they didn't know what the project was either.
Oh, okay.
And so when I went in, they locked the door behind me, which
damn, you were gonna die.
Oh, dude, it was a whole thing. Like, I've never been into any of the studios, because it's like you go in there and you have like the main studio part of the building, right? So you have like reception, there's a kitchen and like dining area, then there's like an area where all the employees, like the translators and subtitlers, like they have their own section of the floor, and then you take a right and there's just a hallway full of studios. And so when you go into the studio, they have locks. I've never seen them be locked before. So I go in, it's locked, and the director said, "Okay, this is between you and me and the engineer, but this is Dragon Ball. Don't talk about it." I said, "Okay." And he said, "I have selected this character." He's called, at the time, he wasn't Sir Warp. He was called something else. Oh gosh. But the final name of it was Sir. Oh, maybe it was Sir Warp, because originally it was pitched to me as Sir Warp and the Goldfish Machine. And so the Goldfish Machine they ended up, when I saw it in the credits, as Mini Sir Warp, which I thought was a huge downgrade. I think in the future, if I ever start a band, I'm going to call it Sir Warp and the Goldfish Machine, because I think
I'll join you on that band.
Perfect. You play guitar? Yeah, so I feel like that's what I need for the vibe of this band. So when I did it, all we had was the initial trailer that came out for the show. That's it. And we had a sound bite of the Japanese actor doing Sir Warp. But we didn't have any visuals. Like, there was no art of the character. There was no real description of the character. We had nothing.
Oh, wow.
And so the director was guessing what the character even was. So I watched the trailer to get the vibe of it, but Sir Warp's not in the trailer.
No, he's not.
I'm trying to think if there's anything, because originally I thought that Sir Warp was a room, because they talked about time travel, like, "Oh, we think he's a time machine." I was like, "Oh, okay." So in that initial trailer, there's a scene with Goma and Degasu. They're in that room with all the screens watching kind of, Dragon Ball Z take place at the Cell Saga, right? And so when I watched the trailer, we thought that I was that room. That's what the time machine was. But no, He ended up being a big fish. And so anyways, I did the audition, and it was fine. I left, and I don't hear anything for a few weeks, and then I get a call from production. And I've never been called by production before. Like, I've been, main character in a show. Production just sent me an email saying, "Hey, do you want this role?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And they're like, "All right, cool, it's yours." But they're like, "Hey, you will not talk about this. You will not utter the words, Dragon Ball, Z, Daima, Sir, Warp, all these things." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." And then, I sat on it for months. But I remember the director told me that I wasn't his first choice. And I was like, "Oh, no. Why? Why?" And then he said that he finally got to see what the character looked like. And he said, "Then I withdrew my initial recommendation, then I put your name forward." He said, "You were the only guy who sounded like a little dude trying to be a big dude." And I said, "Oh, because that's true." And it was just to even get the chance to audition was very humbling, because it had to be approved by a lot of people. It wasn't just okay, the director is bringing in everybody to do this. No, like, he had to give a suggestion to production, and then production had to okay it, and then they sent that to Japan, and then Japan had to okay it just for me to audition.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was just a big honor to even be, go through all that and be approved.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
Yeah,
how long?
Really cool.
Now, how long did you know this for, that you were the role? Did you know? Now, did you know that you were a fish, like, when you saw it, or you never seen it before until you saw it on, like, TV?
No, once I dubbed it, I saw him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so once I actually went in for the very first session, because we dubbed to picture. And so when I went in for my very first session, that's when I finally saw him. Yeah.
You're like, "Damn, that's a big whale."
Yeah, I was like, "That's a big boy." And then I got to watch him swallow Goku, then the little guy. And then I think it's like episode 3 where they come out of the yellow one and they get pooped out. And it's just like, oh, this is so me. I'm so glad that I'm this character. That's so funny. And it's fun too for me, because I get to hit different, like, extremes in my voice. With Sir Warp, I'm all the way as far down as I can go.
And then with Mini Warp, I'm, this isn't as high as I can go, but this is just a totally different part of my voice.
And to be like, that's essentially one character is really, really cool for me.
It is. You did a fantastic job.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love your work. Man. I love your work.
Thanks. Oh, man. I got one. Fantastic.
Yeah, we got one fan. Who's next?
Who's next? Anybody? I'm giving out Twinkies. Anybody?
Now, did you watch it in theaters?
I did. Yeah.
How did it feel to watch it in theaters?
It was really funny, because it was like 90% it was Crunchyroll actors, and then like one group of people who had no idea who we were and why we were cheering when random characters came on screen. Because it was just like, "Oh, hey, look, that's so and so," and "Oh my god," and they're like, "Dude, that's just like who cares? They came on and said one word." It's like, "No, we care, yeah."
Now, could you say, like, we play those roles? Like, did anybody notice that you guys? Because I know you weren't. Did you go with Stephanie and them? I think.
Yeah, Stephanie was there. Yeah. Stephanie was there. The director was there. I don't remember if Landon was there, but like a bunch of them were there, though. Yeah.
Now, did you guys, like, those people that you were looking at you? Did they know that you were these roles, or
I don't think so? I think they were confused, or they thought we were just the biggest nerds ever. Like, "Oh, who's applauding for random farmers? Like, we are. Leave us alone. This is our dream to be in Dragon Ball."
That's crazy, though. That's really cool.
Because those folks left so fast after it was over. Because the rest of us, we all like pooled and hung out like right in front of the screen and just talked until we got kicked out by the theater. They're like, "Okay, we need to clean, get out," and we're like, we're living our dreams.
We're in Dragon Ball. Leave us the fuck alone, man.
Yeah,
Leave him alone.
man. We haven't grown up. We don't want real jobs. We want to do this.
That is so cool. Now, how did the 3 episodes play? Did it play back to back, or play like a movie? Like it just.
It was more like a movie. Yeah. So we had the intro in the first one, and the intro didn't play. And then the credits rolled after the third one. Now I'm saying that, but my memory is also really terrible, so it could be that my brain edited it to be that way.
Oh, okay.
But I'm pretty sure they played it like it was just an hour and a half long movie.
Oh, okay. Because I got sick, so I couldn't go, and I really wanted to watch it. I didn't buy the tickets, but I was going to buy the tickets because when it was coming out, I was like, you know what? This would be the first time I actually watched Dragon Ball. I feel like did I watch? No, I'm lying. I think I watched Dragon Ball. Like I think the Broly movie in theaters.
Oh,
okay. Remember the Broly movie?
Sure.
That was a long time ago though. I'm 26 and like have 4 eyes and I still can't think right. But I wanted to see Dragon Ball Daima because I was like, in theaters, 3 episodes?
Yeah.
Well, that's a once in a lifetime, probably. I said I'm gonna go, and then I got like I think I got strep throat, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going.
That sucks.
And then
go ahead.
Oh no, and then I was like, then I don't have nobody to go with, so I'm like, you know what? Might as well just wait till it comes out.
No, it was fun for me. So we organized weeks ahead of time.
Oh, wow. So you guys knew it was coming out in theaters?
Yeah, I mean, we knew when everybody else knew.
Oh, okay.
And we all chose a theater that ended up being like really close to my house. Like I could have walked if I wanted to, which was just a bonus for me. And so my wife came with me. She likes anime, but like Dragon Ball is not her thing.
Oh, okay.
Which is fine. It doesn't need to be for everybody, but she came and supported me, which I appreciated. And then I sat next to Derek Snow. And so Derek Snow, he's the main character in Fire Force.
Yes, he's great.
Derek is awesome. So we're sitting there.
We need him on the show next.
You do. Like, I love Derek. He's so fun. And so we're just sitting there making jokes, like during this movie. And then his character, because in the first 3 episodes, he plays one of the there's that bar fight, and he plays
one of those characters.
Yeah,
right?
And so he's over there like, oh, that guy sucks. I'm just like, oh, dude, it was such a wonderful experience from top to bottom.
Oh, we need him on the show.
Yeah,
for sure. You need to get him. You give me.
Okay, I'll let him know. He's very wonderful though.
Oh, that's awesome. Because I know he does Dragon Ball. I know he does other animes. Which
he's all over the place. Yeah. He's very prolific, a very wonderful actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to try to be like him for real.
I want to be like him for real.
Maybe we gotta both be like him, Kristian. We gotta like team up. Combine our voices.
Combine our voices. Yeah, I just want to be as good of a person as he is. He's very sweet.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So my next question to you, Kristian, is when did you start your voice acting journey? Like when did you say, I'm a goldfish, I want to be a voice actor? Or actor?
Yeah. I'm not gonna get into that whole debate of acting versus voice acting. Like you get it. Voice actors are actors.
Same thing. It's the same thing. People.
I've had people like tell me I'm not a real actor.
Oh my god.
Like, okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's okay. It's whatever. Like I'm confident in my own stuff.
When I see you in person, Kristian, I'm just gonna whisper in your ear, "You're not a real actor," and then run away.
And then I'll yell at you as you're running. I know. When did I know I wanted to be an actor? So that's such a hard question to answer concretely. Because like I've always enjoyed acting. Like when I remember like when I learned that acting was a thing. Because like when I watched movies, I never really paid attention to like I knew they were fake. Like I knew they were fiction. But like I never really was like, oh hey, that's that actor and he does this and that. Like Indiana Jones and Han Solo were 2 different people for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then when I found out that Luke Skywalker was the Joker, and I was like, wait a minute, what? Yeah. Like, because Luke's kind of a nerd in the original trilogy.
He is.
And then the Joker is just, he's a psycho. And I was like, that's incredible. And that opened my eyes to the possibility of voice acting. And then, I did acting in high school and college, but I lived in Indiana at the time. And it's not one of those things where I can go and just be an actor. And I didn't have the courage or recklessness, I guess, to just throw everything at a chance in LA. I just didn't. I didn't think I was good enough. I didn't have that confidence in myself. So I was like, all right, well, I'll just do a regular life, and I hated it. I hated it a lot. I thought I was going to be married and have kids and have a career, and I ended up having none of that. And I was quite miserable.
Oh.
And I moved out to Dallas because my oldest sister moved out here for school. And I was like, you know what? Like, my oldest sister and her family are some of my favorite people on the whole planet. So I'm going to go be close with them. And I came out here just for that. And I wanted to kind of start everything over, get a new chance, get a new start. And it took me years, but eventually I was actually, this is so funny. I was watching a Dragon Ball movie. I don't remember which one it was. I want to say Cooler's Revenge.
Oh, that's a good one.
But at the very end of that movie, I always watch credits because I'm a nerd. And I'm like, oh, who voiced that and who did that?
I do that too. I go, who voiced him? Oh my God, he sounds so cool. And then you go, oh, I knew that. And then you go, oh, I knew that actor. I know he's great. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, he was also like that. He was also that character in that show. And oh man, he's so good. And at the very end, it said recorded in Flower Mound, Texas. And at the time, I lived in Flower Mound, Texas.
Oh wow.
And I looked it up, and I was within walking distance of Funimation at the time. And I had this like spark of hope. This is so sappy. But I found this spark of hope that I had lost. And I was like, can I actually be an actor? Like, is that something I can pursue? And I had no money, but I also didn't have like, a family to take care of. It was just me. So if I do this and I fail, I'm not hurting anybody except for myself. I'm not letting down a wife or kids. And I said, okay, let's do it. And I looked up every blog, every video, every resource I could. I sold plasma. I did odd end cat sitting jobs, painting jobs, just to be able to start affording classes. And I was in my late 20s, 27, I think, when I kind of started the journey. And then right after I turned 30, I got my very first voiceover job. And I'm 36 now. So what, 8-ish years? Something like that? 8-9 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look great. I didn't know you were 36.
I have a lot of gray in my beard I didn't have when I started. And then whenever I smile, I get these lines that didn't used to be there. So,
You look great though, Kristian.
Thanks, man. You're 26 and I hate you for that, but that's okay.
I look like a baby. If you really see me in person, it's like, wow, you're really 26. Wow. That's crazy.
I'm so young. Oh, look at me. No, you're good.
But your top 3 Dragon Ball characters and why?
Top 3 characters of all time?
You could say all time, or your favorite 3 characters that you love so much.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna take Sir Warp off the table because obviously he's my favorite.
Yeah, of course.
But that's a bias, and that's okay. Who are my favorites? I'm also awful with names, so please forgive me for that.
Well, I wish everybody was named Charles. I can't get everybody's name. I wish everybody's name was Charles.
Yeah.
Easy to remember.
It would be. But it'd also be hard to distinct. Hey, which one's it's Blue Charles?
I would be like Spider-Man, just pointing at them. Charles, you're Charles.
Charles. Yeah. I love the turtle. The turtle is he's so understated, and he's kind of a straight man in a comedy with Master Roshi, which I don't know. I just appreciate. he's not a huge, lore character, but he's super funny. See, my choices are going to be so weird because it's not like, oh yeah, it's Beerus. Like, I don't care about all that. Like, for me, it's just about who I find to be fun. Oh, the turtle. Probably. I love Piccolo. Piccolo's so cool. I wish, I know that they try to fix it in Daima a bit, but like, especially in Z, he becomes so irrelevant fighting wise so fast.
Yeah.
It just sucks. But
and he becomes orange, then he becomes orange.
Yeah, he does. And I get that, but like, he just didn't keep up, And then gosh, there's so many characters. Also, in GT, oh gosh, there was one of those like dragons, because they had like multiple dragons in GT.
Yes.
And there was one that I was like was it like a sludge type of dragon that was just so goofy? Maybe
I'm look this name up now.
Maybe I'm mixing things. But it was like, just some of those dragons in GT, I was so surprised, and they really stuck with me. Not enough that I remember their names, but I don't know. GT was very interesting for me.
It's an interesting show, GT.
Yeah, I like it a lot. But also, I also too want to make a special mention for Videl. I think Videl is so funny because she shows up in a show full of superheroes, right? Because you can even say oh, Chi-Chi married Goku, but like Chi-Chi was like, she was a badass. Like yeah. At the time, she stood on equal footing with Goku. And so she tamed him literally because she's so strong. Videl showed up as a very capable martial artist, but in a world full of superheroes, she might as well have been an infant. And she still stood her ground and tamed Gohan with nothing but just the force of her personality.
Even Bulma.
Yeah, Bulma too. Bulma, see, because Bulma, her advantage is she's very rich and she is insanely smart.
Yes.
So for me, she's like a Hank Pym of the the Dragon Ball universe. So she's still kind of a superhero. She's doing super things, just not physical things.
Yeah, I really added Dynama. I really loved all the minis and all the new characters.
Oh gosh, yes.
Like, you guys really brought back, like I was telling you before the show, like the nostalgia of Dragon Ball. Like, I loved watching it every week, then I watch it now. Now, how does it feel to be on Toonami?
Oh, so I like being on Toonami. Being on Toonami is really cool. I grew up with Toonami, but my first time ever being on Toonami was when I was in Attack on Titan.
Oh, okay.
So that for me is kind of like this funny, because again though, this is my first time I think being on Toonami with a named character, possibly. I don't know, because in Attack on Titan, I'm just random guys who get smashed, or eaten or whatever. And I don't think they've played the One Piece episodes I'm in yet on Toonami.
No, not that I know. I usually don't see One Piece on there.
Yeah, well, they started playing that years ago when I got into it, but they were I started like in the 700 somewhere is where I started. So yeah, I don't know.
There's a lot of One Piece episodes. I can't watch that. That's crazy.
No, yeah, I mean that's the show I'm in the most. And whenever I talk to people who aren't in the anime industry, they're always like, wait, the very first show you ever worked on was One Piece? I'm like, yeah, there's also more episodes of One Piece to be in.
There's over 1,000.
Yeah, I'm going, because that was the one show that is always recording. Like every season we get a new batch of shows come in and come out, but One Piece was always there.
Yeah, I really hope, like I was telling you before, I really hope there's a season 2 of Dynamo.
I do too. I absolutely do too. It would be super fun. Yeah. So everybody watch it. and you know, comment and share and do all the stuff you need to get that interest going if you want to see more Daima. It's on you, everybody. Only you can prevent Daima from being canceled.
And Sir Warp. Now, another thing that we've seen is Sir Warp is in a video game. How does it feel?
That was cool. I didn't know that was going to happen. I didn't know until I got an email asking me to come in to record that. That was cool. It's funny, he's not in it a ton, but my session was just me screaming at Goku. And I did that for like a good 30 minutes, just screaming over and over again, "Bah! How dare you!" or whatever he says. But it was cool. Yeah. I haven't seen him in motion yet. I would like to actually see him in the game. But it's hard to sit down and with the time to get it.
I know, and it's like, oh, you gotta buy the DLC pack. You gotta buy it if you don't have the Kakarot game, which I had, but I finished it and I didn't know Dynam was coming out, so I gave it away. You know, now you gotta buy it again. You gotta buy DLC. You know, that's a lot.
And then get to that point to even access the DLC. It's just a lot. So I'm hoping I can find footage of it, or someone can send it to me and I can see it. But yeah,
I can see if I can get it for you. I can see. I'll try to see if I can.
That would be awesome. Because like when I was in Diablo, I played Diablo 4 a ton to find myself. I had no idea where I was or even what my characters' names were. I was just playing for hours, scouring every corner of the map, and I never, fully transparency here, I've never actually found all of the lines I recorded. I recorded about twice as many lines as I found, but I never found them. And that game is humongous. You could spend hundreds of hours and not even discover everything. But yeah, I just don't have the time to do that for every role that I get cast in.
I feel that. And then you do conventions too, so you're busy with that.
Conventions, yeah, and I do, you know, I perform on stage with improv, and so we travel around, sometimes to conventions, sometimes to like festivals or what have you. And yeah, and then voice acting, I still do like on stage things from time to time. And yeah, I'm a busy fella.
I know. I gotta join you. You gotta come to the Jersey area, Kristian.
Oh, dude, I would so love to. I have people telling me like, oh, hey, you need to come to like Jersey or New York or, you know, just somewhere on the East Coast. The closest I've gotten so far is Florida. I went to Orlando a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's just, if people want me there, I have to be requested.
I request you. I'm requesting you, Kristian. I need a time machine. I need Sir Warp to take me, to take you to the East Coast area.
Take that same energy and then contact a convention and give them that same energy.
So you weren't in were you invited to Atlantic City?
No, I wasn't. For Kamehacon?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I did reach out to them, but no, I was not, unfortunately.
Wow,
yeah, I would have liked to have gone, but you know, things happen. Not a big deal.
Because I know the whole Dynamo cast was coming together, so I was like,
yeah,
I need like one big convention, like with everybody part of Dynamo, you know, because everybody put their all into that show. Like I said, I love the show. I have everybody on from Dynamo on my show, so and then Sir Warp is just hilarious with Goku and his goldfish. You know, that was really hilarious. That's probably one of the funniest scenes in Dragon Ball.
You know, my number one goal with my acting, it's like I'm a goofball, right? And I love to make people laugh, and make people laugh is like my number one, like that's my drug. That and cocaine. No, it's just, I love it. But what I want to do with my acting is to connect with people, and I connect through humor and laughter because that's just what I do best, I guess. But the fact that people just connected with Sir Warp as much as they have, it just really fills my heart, you know, and it's very, very, very nice. I know that he didn't get a ton of screen time, but he means a lot to me, and it's very, very sweet.
And I know, like deep down inside our little hearts, that Sir Warp will be back again.
I mean, yeah, he's the man. He's hopefully next time they'll take the mini Sir Warp with them on their adventure.
Yeah, and then we can see their powers. Let's see what they really do. You know?
Oh my gosh, because I was reading online that Sir Warp is actually, like, power level wise, one of the most powerful beings in the multiverse.
Yeah, so what now, right there, what kind of powers would you like to see Sir Warp have in battle?
I mean, it's gonna be like really mind warping things, right? So he can obviously warp time and space. So can he also freeze time? Can he manipulate, people and maybe condense their space that they're in down, like, I don't know, transport them into a completely different dimension where they no longer exist? Yeah. Plus, obviously, he does the biggest Kamehameha of all time.
And have some, maybe eat some goldfish,
But I don't understand how that's relevant, but sure. I don't understand. Everybody keeps talking about goldfish. I don't get it. He's not even gold, nor a fish. So if you said a big, handsome door, sure. But yeah, no, he would be cool. I think he's one of those things where like in Transformers, you have Omnicron. He was like that big planet that transformed. He's so big and so powerful. If anybody went to actually attack him, he wouldn't even feel it.
No, it was just
he could be the Galactus of the DBZ universe.
Oh yeah, Galactus is humongous. I can't wait to see him in Fantastic Four. Can't wait.
Yeah, and he's got his own Silver Surfer with the mini Sir Warp.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's got like a sidekick.
Yeah,
that's great,
man.
We need to really put this in action.
We really do, and he has the Infinity Stones of the different colors of Sir Warp.
Yeah, so like he's just everything. He's just God.
Yeah, that, and they make an amazing barbershop quartet.
Yeah.
So I'm into it.
Yeah. And you have a lot of merch out too of Sir Warp too. He's on notebooks.
Yeah.
He's on we need a Funko Pop of him.
Dude, oh my gosh, if you can contact Funko and get the interest up, everybody, of the Funko Pop, you could literally change my life. Funko Pops are, dude, it would be so cool. I actually saw a guy online. He actually 3D printed all the Sir Warps.
Oh wow!
And I wish I could reach out to him, but he only speaks Japanese, and I don't know how to communicate. But I'm like, I want some, or at least send me the files so I can have them printed. And I've seen fan art online of Sir Warp. It's been truly humbling. It has been very fulfilling, just like I said, connecting with people. Like for me growing up, fiction helped me get through a lot of the hard times, and I really hope that Sir Warp and Daima and Dragon Ball does that for other people too.
Does for me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kristian. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. But I feel awkward, so no.
So my last question to you, Kristian, is for anybody out there that's watching this or just listening, what is that piece of advice that you would give that upcoming voice actor or actor that wants to be in this scene in this line of business?
Sure. Email me. I do coaching. I'll teach you everything. No. I mean, that is true. I do that. But what is the piece of advice I would give? Be you. Never do that.
Oh,
don't do that. No one likes who you really are. No, I'm just kidding. I'm so sorry. No, be patient with yourself. It is so easy to want to rush, to want to skip steps, to compare yourself to everybody around you, to compare yourself to people who've been doing it for longer, comparing yourself to people who have been voice acting not as long as you, but have been acting for longer than you. And it's so easy to then burn yourself out because you place expectations on yourself that you're not fast enough or good enough, as like you're not where you want to be quickly enough. And that can be very demoralizing. and it can really destroy any progress that you've made, and it can lead to a lot of resentment. And so being patient with yourself, giving yourself the grace to fail, to stumble, to make mistakes, and be okay with your journey. Yeah. That's my number one piece of advice.
Sir Warp.
Yeah.
Sir Warp, ladies and gentlemen. Sir Warp. The goldfish. The goldfish.
I don't know what you're talking about. We don't got no fish here.
Kristian, thank you so much for coming on the Scevoli Expert Show.
You're very
and
welcome.
Chatting with me. We got to do this again. We have to do this again. Where can everybody find you on the social medias, and where will you be next?
Oh, interesting. This weekend, actually, I'm going to be in Oklahoma at a one-day convention called ToriCon. So that's going to be fun.
Okay.
And then,
I think it's in August. I think your next one's in August.
So I do have one in August. I'll be at the Louisville Mall for a signing. And that's another one-day thing. And that's going to be August 2nd. And then August 8th through the 10th, I'll be in San Antonio for Pop City Con.
Ooh.
So yeah, it's gonna start getting kind of busy here in the next 3 weekends. I'll be doing different things.
You deserve it, Kristian. You deserve it.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Come back anytime, man. Come back anytime.
I'm gonna crash your interview with Derek.
Yes, please. We gotta get Derek now. You gotta send him a text. Say, hey, my boy Chris needs you.
Yeah, we gotta talk about bar fights.
Right. Yeah. But Kristian, thank you so much for coming on the show. You are a treasure to the Dragon Ball universe and a treasure to voice acting. You are so talented.
Thank you so much.
And I'm so happy you came on the show and talked. Thank you guys for joining me on the Scevoli Expert Show. Guys, be kind to one another, and may the force be with you. Now, one more thing before I say out. Kristian, can you exit the show being Sir Warp for us?
Yes, of course. Well, what's your PIN code? Well, I suppose we're going to have to end this conversation. Be gone.
All right, guys. I think I'm in tough waters here. See you next time. Maybe I'll be in goldfish jail. Bye.
Bye.